today, especially for folks who have been together only a short time. But is it socially acceptable, polite, the right route to take? Well, here to give her input is relationship expert Janie Lacey. Welcome back.
Hi, Holly.
Okay, so is it ever appropriate to turn to the web to break up with someone?
Well, generally speaking, I recommend doing it in person. Even though it's the hardest, it's the best way to do it. But there are times where I do recommend that people do break up through email, especially if there's violence or abuse that has occurred in the relationship, just for safety issues.
Okay, what if you've only been seeing someone a couple weeks? Because sometimes people go, hey, you weren't seeing him that long. Is it okay to just shoot him an email?
Well, I think it's a circumstance. I would, again, recommend doing it in person just out of respect for the other person and thinking if you were in their shoes, how would you want to be broken up with?
Oh, absolutely.
But there are times where it's just convenience and it's just a matter of let me just take the easy way out. So people do it and have been successful in just being able to end the relationship and not have to have it drawn out, so to speak.
Okay, well, let's talk about Richard Jefferson. Now, he's an NBA star, and he recently made headlines because he was engaged to one of the dancers of an NBA team, and he decided it wasn't going to work out between them, and rumor was he broke up with her via email. He clarified it and said, no, I did not break up with her through email, and she says there was an email kind of after they had a conversation about things, but he pretty much told her the day of, a few days leading up, that the relationship's done with. How does someone move forward after being basically left at the altar?
Well, I think listening to the story, she's done a good job. She's surrounded herself around people that support her. And I think once you decide to break up, then let's not revisit it for a while. Let's have some time where there's no contact, time to grieve the relationship, and surround yourself around people that support you and that care about you and that will be there with you as you go through this time of grief.
Okay, definitely. We got some feedback. We were talking earlier about infidelity and why sometimes the woman blames the other woman when her man cheats instead of directing her anger towards her husband. And Ethel from New Orleans said, why would anyone blame the other party when a spouse is unfaithful?
Well, it's easy for us to say that, logically speaking, but when someone's very emotional, they're reacting out of their emotions, and lots of things are a shock at that moment. You now had this person that you thought that things were fine and that he was being true to you. So a lot of times people act out of emotion, and it makes sense to you and I that, logically speaking, we should put the blame to our partner. But when people are emotional, they're going to just kind of grab for anything, so to speak.
Absolutely. Well, Janie, thank you so much. Always great advice. And Janie will definitely join us in the future. If you ever have relationship questions, head to our website, dailybuzznow.com. You can get more information on Janie there and submit your inquiries.